All right, hello, hello.
Hello, friends.
We made it! Yay!
Woohoo.
We're back on Spirit Hunter NG for tonight. Um, it was kind of weird. So Twitch now has this thing when you start streaming and you like
Mhm.
change what game you're playing, that like now you have to put in content warnings.
Oh.
And it's like that's great, like don't get me wrong, but also
Mhm.
sitting here with this game going, I mean,
What do I
all
put?
of it. Um, like I don't know what to say. So if the content warnings turned you off, I'm sorry. Uh, if they brought you here, hello. But I'm Kels. I play pretty much our protagonist and Ami, and I think that's all I've got. And the
Mm.
random policemen that occasionally show up and disappear.
Yes, and I'm Lemur, and I play everyone else, which is going to go super great because I'm going to be actively trying to eat my dinner the first part of stream, so
Woo!
that's going to go great for me.
I can always pick up if you need me to.
Uh, we'll
So
see.
we'll find out.
Might be
Uh,
shoving my face if we end up monologuing. Um, it should be quiet on the dog front today. Maybe just Maverick. Leia had a procedure done at the vet today, so we're all kind of chill while she's not feeling her best, but she's gonna be okay. So hopefully, Maverick will take a hint and also be calm. We know that's not gonna work. I think the wind is from the
the wind is
game,
from the
the start.
game, yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah. It's like I think that's where it's coming from.
That's game audio. No one has. I mean, I don't have a window open at least.
It's like I've got a fan but it's like I can't. It's not going that hard.
Yeah,
I feel like if anything, it would sound like maybe I was breathing into my mic if my fan was.
yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know.
And of course, standard. I guess it now needs to go in quotes, but I do like horror content. So when I sound very uncomfortable later, because we were talking about this before we went live, we're thinking we should be facing our ghost tonight.
Mhm.
Um, just a reminder that I chose this.
Mhm. And there is video
Well,
evidence that backs up that you asked to go extra scary.
yep, yep.
I have the YouTube video that says it. I will not hesitate to bring it up.
I do watch horror movies for fun, guys. I promise. I just watched Renfield.
Oh, how was it?
Um, I loved it.
Hmm.
It's definitely more on the like like the comedy side of horror comedy.
Mhm.
But the kills are very gruesome.
Ooh,
And I had a good time.
I like it.
So Renfield is that Nicolas Cage Dracula movie that was advertised really heavily like a couple months ago. For those of you who don't know, and it's very good. At first, I was thinking like if something happened at the beginning of the movie that I thought we were going to be light on Nicolas Cage, but then he comes back with a vengeance, and it's
Good.
peak Nick Cage. So
Ah.
10 out of 10 would recommend. I ended up watching it on Paramount, which I think is no, it's Peacock. Peacock,
Peacock.
the other P one. It's streaming on Peacock right now. So
Good
if
to
you
know.
have Peacock, would recommend.
I do not, but good to know.
Maybe you'd like rent it other places, or
Yeah.
if you want to pirate it, I'm not your mom. Um,
Uh,
I'm not saying to, if in case like our federal agents are watching. I'm not
in
saying that
case
you
the
should.
FBI is watching this stream,
I'm not saying
uh,
that you should, but I'm also not your mom. So I don't care what you do.
uh,
Don't get arrested. That's all I care about.
there you go.
Uh,
Look, don't get caught. That's just
don't
it.
get caught.
Don't get caught.
That's the theme of our streams.
That
Don't get
is
caught.
that is the whole like criminal drive. Don't get caught. Uh,
I don't know if this was true for any. So because you obviously so you didn't grow up in like spend your like really young growing up in the States. But
Mhm.
there was a really big push, like an anti-privacy campaign that they put on like every VHS and every like DVD. Like, and I remember them through my whole childhood, and they would be very intense. And so just these really like anti-piracy
I've seen the one that's
movements.
like you wouldn't steal a car or something, or you
Yes.
wouldn't, yeah.
So think about that. Um,
Like, bitch, I would if I could.
yeah, you wouldn't download a car. That's it.
There we go.
Um, so whenever I think of piracy, I just think of those, and it's like, what a wild thing. Like me being like 10 years old, being like, I don't know how to do any of that, but okay.
We still have them occasionally in Japan. So like
Hmm.
the last time that the Tokenamu movie came out, they had three different versions of it. But like it was basically, you know, the antagonist comes into like your bedroom
Hmm.
and the protagonists have to save you from it, and then basically it's like a whole like only bad people would pirate this.
Oh my God.
Which I'm not going to say that I was watching a pirated copy. Fuck off, FBI agent. But also, it may not have been the most legally obtained thing I've ever seen. Uh, so that was super fun to watch as I'm just watching this movie. Um, so yeah, we occasionally still have them. Most of the time, they're like really tongue in cheek and like kind of extra on top of your whatever movie you're watching, like themed almost.
Yeah.
Which I assume that you wouldn't download a car thing wasn't like for a specific movie.
Mm-mm. No, it was just a campaign that like it might have been a campaign for like a specific movie studio.
Hmm.
Um, but or maybe it was just all of them bought into this campaign. I don't remember. But yeah, it was hardcore. So that's that music that comes with it is what plays in my head whenever I think about pirating
Uh,
now. That or the Pirates of the Caribbean
I like it.
music. So one or the other.
Yeah. I will say by the time
Fantasy
I'd
pirates
seen
or
Yeah, there you
modern
go.
day pirates.
By the time I'd seen that, I was already somewhat into hacking for fun.
Mm.
And so like I remember watching that you wouldn't download a car thing and it was like fucking try me if it was possible. Like I'm not against it. Wouldn't say I'd drive that car, but you know. Anyways, is that good pre-show banter or would you like to do some more?
I think we're good. I'm halfway through my first taco, so
All right.
or burrito.
Okay.
Right.
So
Gonna
let
mute myself and try to eat while you're
sounds good.
reading.
Have fun. All right, a recap. What happened last time that was ages ago? So Mulan broke into our room to talk about bloodometry and her occult investigator club, sponsored by Makoto Kirigiri from the first game. Bon explained the Miroku family's situation and the patrol route for Child T and the other victims. The house now has stairs. We reluctantly took Bon to investigate and found another tape. A phone call from a girl screamed for death because a man chopped off her limbs. A pheasant masked doll of presumably the victims had blood. We read for a vision where someone says they're famished, so we fed it fruit. Yeah, fed it like the saddest banana I've ever seen, but you know, that's fine. Um, we went down a secret passage that led us through another version of the house. Were you about to say something snarky to my banana?
I was trying to say it was like a really old, gross banana.
Yeah. We went back in with Mulan to hear more children suffering for cold and crying for mommy, so we carried the doll to the bed for warmth, and she pseudo breastfed it for its dog mask leading to another secret door. We repeated the pattern with Bomb playing teacher. Bomb was useless in fending off the bird screams, so we brought Mulan again. Yeah, we died. Um, Miroku was a wannabe surgeon who became an author, so we gotta ask Mom about him, and she is drunk enough to talk about his horror fairy tales influenced by medical knowledge that inspired her. Our D card was about Rabbit Island, our room says don't look, and our phone kept screaming, so we smashed it. Also, happy birthday to Lemur. Well, late birthday, but um and let me just say, yes, the original Dracula is fascinating. While I'm loading this, it's fun. It's a lot more fun than most of the classics, in my opinion.
It was really cool. They did a lot of nods to the original uh, movies,
Hmm.
Universal monster movies for Dracula, which are very neat.
Nice.
I for a second I thought they were just using old footage, and then I realized it was Nick Cage, and I was like, hell yeah, I love this.
All right, 8:14. The sun sets and the meeting time approaches. Bon and Rose seem like the type that don't mind making others wait, but hate being kept waiting. Yeah, if that isn't true. I better head out. Uh-oh. This feeling. Yep, it's here. All right. We've just got a couple extra mouths. A whisper comes from somewhere. It's time for a tale. The man found a poor little birdie. The man wanted to save the little birdie.
Mm-mm.
So the man started chopping the limbs off of children. It's fine. The whispering stops. Cold sweat slides down my cheek and drips off the peak of my chin. But my breathing remains composed. My heart rate's staying pretty steady too. Is it because I've made up my mind to do this? Or am I just used to all this now? Even I'm not sure which is true. I leave the apartment and take a deep breath of fresh air. Tonight, I'm going to put an end to this.
There is no cowboy. I'm sorry to tell you.
That's so sad. I arrive at Kisoji Station and make my way over to the Black Rabbit. The lights are on inside. Is Aunt Natsume still there? I mean, Mulan knows how to pick locks, so.
Hey, Nanami, I let myself in. My throat's feeling a little bit better thanks to the meat I had.
I walk in and find Rose in good spirits. Aunt Natsume is nowhere to be seen. Did you break into the place again?
Alcohol is the salve that heals life's wear and tear. You could even say it's life's companion. You'll understand when you become an adult.
I'm so close. Please don't think of me as a child.
Hey, you're both here already. So you're both. Pour me a glass too, Nanami.
I am 100% sure I am too young to serve alcohol, so.
I'll take some of your top shelf bourbon on the rocks, if you please.
How do we feel about that 1 to 5?
On, go away. You're third wheeling.
Exactly. He's crashing our date and he's telling us what to do?
I'm feeling on the 1 to 3 scale. How are we feeling?
I'm
Like
personally at 1 because he told me what to do. But we all know that that is the reflex that I have.
Yeah, we don't care. So we're just going to make... who we get to investigate with first fun. 1, please.
1. Okay. Fuck off.
Don't get so angry. It doesn't jive with the smooth guy thing you're trying to work.
I'm not trying to be a smooth guy with you.
Our lives are on the line again tonight. Indulging in a good drink when facing down that situation is to be expected. Maverick, I understand. So come on, don't keep your customer waiting.
This is
Are
going
you gonna
on your
pay
tab.
then?
I've helped Aunt Natsume at the bar before, so I know what to do. I go behind the counter and pull a bottle from the back. I put some ice into a rocks glass and pour the dark amber liquid in. A burnt smell wafts up. Bon impatiently snatches the glass from me and pounds down the liquor.
Ooh, that'll put hair on your chest. So, Nanami, did you get us some info about Miroku?
More or less. I fill them in on everything Aunt Natsume told me about Yakumo Muroku last night. Also, chat, I get that. Like, I am constantly, like, I get carded everywhere, and then my coworkers the other day, like, so I'm a senior, so I'm one of the higher ones up on my team, and we were all having, like, an after thing social, so I was having a glass of wine. And I had my camera on, and my coworker sits there and goes, "Are you even old enough to drink?"
Yikes.
It's like, fam, I've been here over 3 years. Like,
They just think that you're some like child prodigy.
apparently.
That is the boss of them.
Exactly. Although I will say, like, the last time I went to Korean barbecue, I had this, like, it was a drink in a disco ball glass, and it had, like,
Ooh,
Pop Rocks and soju in it. It was very good. I had, like, three. Also
that
couldn't
sounds.
walk straight after I got out, but it was amazing. Do recommend.
Oh my god! Don't tell your mom we gave you soju. I'm 25. I just didn't want to drink. Yeah. Speaking as a newly 30-year-old, I don't, especially with coworkers, I don't partake.
Hmm.
I'm not really a big drinker, regardless. Um, and I had an aunt and uncle, one of my aunts and uncle, in town for Father's Day this weekend, and I got a drink when we went out on Friday, and I'm the second youngest of my cousins on this side of my family,
Hmm.
and the youngest being my brother. So it's just like it's just weird for them because I think my oldest cousin is like is getting close to being 50.
Wow.
Um, yeah, all of my cousins are at least 13 years older than I
Yeah.
am. But yeah, it was really weird for them, and it's been weird for them since I could drink. That
Uh,
that I occasionally do. Anyway,
See, I'm the family
um,
alcoholic, but they don't realize it's because I need alcohol to put up with them. Um,
I
uh,
see. It definitely looks like that cruel hobby of his definitely made its way into his work. But I'm finding it hard to believe that he'd abduct and kill young girls just for his writing. I mean, I've
Dude was fucked up, so
seen awful people do weirder things. Um,
I've seen a
I
Criminal
tried
Minds
following the thread
episode.
on the
Like,
yeah,
that enough? Uh,
yeah, honestly. Um, I tried following the thread of those previous abductions. See, I don't have to worry about that. So the comment, not gonna lie, it feels weird to see my sister drink, even though she's a year younger than me. I don't have to worry about that. My brother is 2 years younger than me, and he doesn't drink at all. He doesn't like it. Um, like all he drinks is like fruit punch and tea and water. He doesn't even drink soda. So,
yeah. My brother, like, uh he's a law student right now. And so he's very broke, and so he never wants to drink because obviously alcohol is expensive.
mhm.
And so I like have to bully him into drinking because he wants a drink, but he won't say he wants a drink because he doesn't want to pay for it. And he doesn't
Yeah.
want me to pay for it either. And it's like, my dude, just gonna get you a Jack and Coke, which was the first drink I ever watched him have, and he was not expecting Jack to taste like that, I think.
When I do partake, I'm more of a mixed drinks kind of girly.
Hmm.
Um, I don't like my dad keeps trying to see if I'll like whiskey, and I do not. I hate it. I don't
Yeah.
like wine because all the wines I've ever there's that one wine that time we went to the vineyard
Hmm.
together. That
That
was
was good.
really good. Like that's the last time I've had wine that I liked.
You like really sweet wines, I
I
think.
do. I also don't like things that make my mouth dry. What's the point? So I'm sorry, this is my soapbox. What's the point of drinking something that makes your mouth dry? Like I don't understand. Make it make sense.
Yeah.
It's my hot take on wines. I don't get it. And they're not all like that, but so many of them are, and it
And,
doesn't make any sense.
and they're like the really cheap reds that like you buy because the bottle is pretty and it's like
Mm-hmm.
$8,
Mm-hmm.
not because the wine is good, because you take a sip of the wine and it's like all of the saliva just leaves your mouth.
Mm-hmm.
I had a coworker that bought me a bottle of that stuff once. It had like a circus theme on the outside, which I'd like to point out I don't really like the circus, so I don't really know what she was like. Yeah, this reminded me of you. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I am the clown. But no, that wine inside. It was like you'd take a drink and it was like, okay, and now my mouth is completely dry.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like this.
Makes sense. It's weird. Yeah, that's fair. Only interest in alcohol is the science behind how it's made and how alcoholic beverages are brewed. It's fascinating. It is very
I
fascinating.
have been to several breweries now, and I keep going just because it's really cool to see.
I have one of my aunts, not the one that was here this weekend, but one
Hmm.
of my aunts owns a winery with her current husband.
Nice.
Um,
Why didn't we
so
go? Why haven't we gone?
we were in the wrong part of California.
Next time.
Yeah, we have to go to Napa for that.
Okay. Next time.
And
Uh,
yes, we are the entire circus.
yeah.
Um, over the past few decades, 4 girls went missing near the Miroku residence. Just imagine Hajime going on this tangent about alcohol while Bond gets going for a refill. Yeah.
I like it.
Half a year ago, a middle school girl named Tsubasa
I'm guessing that's supposed to be Tsubasa Aoi, because
Tsubasa Oi.
we don't have a two. Like you can make it with katakana, but no, it's
Mm-hmm. Tsubasa Oi vanished. Yeah, yeah, it felt weird because
mhm.
like I've been working on, it's like if there's T in the word, it's not really there.
Right.
Um, but it was highlighted, so wasn't sure what to
Well, I'm
do.
guessing that was girl T, maybe.
Yeah. Um, she was on her way back from ballet class. Uh-oh. She's a pretty girl who people had expected to become a prima donna in the future.
On her way back from ballet class. That means
Yeah. Uh, the recording on that T tape is a news clip about Tsubasa Ai's abduction. We also found a ballet flyer in the mansion. Could that have been? Yeah, uh, Tsubasa Ai. Oh, Jesus. Um, Aoi
oh wait. Yep.
Aoi um, was slated to perform in the show advertised on that flyer. I think she was the star of the second act. The second act was. I
You can
assume
do it.
later on we're going to see that name written CG image, on a CG image original to the Japanese version, and they felt the need to make it accurate to that instead of giving it this proper spelling.
That's all I can think of, because like it's the weirdest way to localize it because it's not right.
Mm-hmm.
And like I do kind of wonder, what the how this is actually done, because obviously, we wouldn't have like girl T probably. We might, but then like would we have kanji? Is it in hiragana? Like how would the name actually
Mm-hmm.
be spelled and all of that? They have to do some really interesting um word localization when they do these, which is super fun. I wish that someone like had a YouTube video or something on like breaking down how it actually gets done, because I
Mm-hmm.
personally find localization interesting, partially because I did it for years.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm guessing this is French again.
Yep, you can do it.
I guess, certainly cannot. Uh, I'm gonna pronounce it like Spanish. Is really
Okay.
what's gonna end up happening. Because that's where my brain goes. But so Lac des Can,
Close. Lac du Con.
Lac du Con, Duck Lake. Because Swan Lake was copyrighted. Um, yeah, Tsubasa Oi was going to play the part of the princess who gets turned into a duck. She was apparently really excited for it and put her heart and soul into practicing. That's how I'm gonna remember it. God. Anyway, Star Trek thing.
Okay.
I had that moment of like it's a Star Trek joke. She went to the ballet classroom every day and danced barefoot until the sun set. How was that part? Where's my Barbie and Duck Lake movie?
Well, it sounds like someone ripped off Barbie's arms and legs, so I don't think you want Barbie in it.
Nah. And then she went missing just before the show. She was so eagerly awaiting to perform. I don't think I ever watched Princess Tutu.
No, I heard enough about it from a friend, but
Is that an animal?
yeah.
We'll Google later. I feel like it sounds. Hold on. Choking on oxygen. It sounds familiar.
Yeah, we had a mutual friend that was obsessed with it.
Oh, that might be why I don't remember it.
It's the trauma, it's fine. Just blocked it out.
Yeah. What a soul-crushing tale.
I'm sure that was devastating for her.
Yeah, Barbie's limbs could be reattached. This girl's not so much.
No, I mean, possibly could. Maybe. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. As evidenced by the very bad medical advice I've given on these streams.
Okay, now for the rest. There's more. 10 years before that, a girl named Sachi Kirishima disappeared.
Sachi Kirishima.
Kiri. Then 20 years ago, it was Ai Mishima.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one was 30 ago, Hana Manabe.
Yep. You don't have any more info on those three?
Yeah, we probably would make another ghost if we tried to reattach.
Yeah.
Supposed limbs. Unfortunately, I couldn't fully investigate them. They're pretty old cases after all. All I know is that they were all kids who were in their early teens. Subae was the only middle schooler, but the other three were all in elementary school.
Fun! This guy was even worse than previously thought.
The first letters of each of their names match the tapes. T, S, A, H. The pieces are all starting to fit together. Hats!
It's clearly shat. Excuse you.
Shat! I think we can safely assume that Yakumo Miroku abducted all those girls. Once every 10 years, a young girl around the same age was kidnapped by a children's author. Almost like some kind of ritual. Really piques one's curiosity.
Miroku must have had some nerve. He kept kidnapping girls right by his house, and no one ever put two and two together.
I'd say it's the opposite, actually. For him, his neighborhood was the safest place to do it. Didn't your mother tell you? Most of Miroku's relatives are famous. Some of them are on the Shinzo Ward Council, or they work somewhere in the government. They probably kept all heat off of Miroku just to make sure they didn't get any blowback.
Of course, because that's
nepotism.
Like normal, family things. Like, yeah, we just have to let the author dude, like, kill someone every 10 years, and then he won't expose all of our secrets.
Mm-hmm. Maverick, I have nothing for you.
Is that what happened with the British royal family? As the proof we're in? Someone is going to message me on that one. You know what? Fuck you. Uh,
I mean,
oh.
I I will certainly, as an American, I feel like it is my American right.
Uh,
It's the one thing that makes me proud to be an American is to make fun of the royals. Uh,
oh. And see, I'm French. We hate the British. The
there we
British hate
go.
us. Europe
The
hates
British hate
us.
us too.
Yeah.
The rest of the world hates us with
Yeah.
good reason, and I understand.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Anyway, now that I've done my one's a stream slam against the British royal family.
if people suspected a relative of theirs was a criminal, they could lose their positions. And such is the disgusting state of the world. People really are the worst monsters of all. For me, scumbags like that are a great business opportunity. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're hated by everyone for good reason. But yes, we do reserve the right to take shots at the British Empire.
Look, everyone deserves to take shots at the British Empire. I
Yeah.
don't make the rules. Like, the Brits probably fucked everyone over at some point or another.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Um, so that's to say, I hate when people, so like, I think they've already started having, issues with weather, with how hot it's getting over there.
Oh, in
And
Britain.
it's like, yeah, in
Yeah.
Britain. And it's like, that kind of stuff, leave them alone.
Mm-hmm.
Other stuff, fair game.
Oh, yeah.
It's kind of like the same thing with like the New Yorkers that were like complaining about, the East Coasters that were complaining about the wildfire smoke that they were getting from Canada. Yeah, I experience it more, but it's like being somebody from the West Coast where it routinely is on fire for multiple months a year. I feel like that's my thing, but I also know how much it sucks. So
Yeah.
we don't take shots at people for that kind of stuff.
Here's what I don't get. Like, as a reminder, I lived in the UK. We went through one of these long heat spells that literally kills people, in case anyone was wondering, because no one's got AC. But, like, you would think the Americans all lived in 100-degree weather, and whenever they came to Florida, they were just fine. They didn't complain for 95% of their visit. Like, come on, all. You're fine in 95-degree weather, sure. Sure, Jan. It is the same thing as it gets to 50 here and I complain that I'm cold. Y'all have no right. Y'all just have air conditioners.
And chat summed it up perfectly. Yeah, don't bag on a nation for something that it can't control.
Exactly. And also, if it kills people, probably not something to bag on them for. Just in general.
Exactly. Yeah, mocking America's gun culture is acceptable and necessary, but it crosses a line if you degenerate the victims.
Yep.
Yeah, so don't. Because I've seen that where like people from like other like specifically like in Europe will like take shots at us like about that and like go after like like kids getting shot and stuff, and it's like, no, you could talk about our gun culture, but
yeah,
anyway.
I think like on a lot of this stuff, it's just hard to conceptualize it not at all. I don't know. Like a lot of Americans are so used to things like AC and having wooden houses, not brick, and all of that. That there is no thought in their minds that this heat wave is going to kill elderly people.
Well, even like just different parts of America. So we were talking about it with my aunt and uncle. So they're from northern Washington, and like it's normal. Like when Seattle had that heat wave a couple of years ago, like people were dying because they like AC is not normal up there. It's because I think it's along the same whatever latitude or longitude, whatever one's the horizontal one.
Yeah.
It's similar to like where the UK is,
Hmm.
and like even like the Northeast United States. So like they're not like when my aunt uncle first moved up there, they were trying to buy a new car, and they got laughed at a dealership like out of Seattle when they were like, "Hey, can we make sure it has AC?"
Yeah.
Granted, this was like the 70s, but like
Yeah.
now it's standard.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, like even when I was living in Eugene, because I was going to the University of Oregon, I didn't have an air conditioner.
Hmm.
Like air condition, and it routinely gets to over 100 degrees there. You just
Hmm.
suffer through it, or you
Hmm.
like hope someone you know has air conditioning, because half the city has air conditioning. So yeah. Anyways, the British heat wave is not their fault. Don't make fun of them for it.
No.
And also, if you
Colonialism.
complain
Mhm.
about Florida weather, shut the fuck up. You don't get to say anything then. Ah. Okay,
I'm chewing one.
it's fine. I couldn't
Enough of
remember
that
whether you'd
though.
said it.
I don't remember.
Okay. Yeah. I'm expecting you two to earn that free drink you just had.
Yeah, I'm planning on it, kid.
I leave the Black Rabbit with two tipsy adults in tow. Dude, they had one drink, although I guess maybe Mulan was sampling early. But they'll probably sober up by the time we get to the Miroku residence. Like that is like the 10-year-old that like you have half a drink and they're like, "Oh my God, are you drunk?"
Hmm.
I walked alone down a path that I'm already far too familiar with. Just before I'm inside of the Miroku residence, that horrifying presence appears once again. Ugh, exactly, Mulan was pre-gaming.
Hmm.
More mouths and teeth.
Ah.
Countless mouths surface and begin crudely laughing. It's almost the finale of the tale. The birdie becomes a crane and repays the man. Tonkarari from beyond the door. However, I don't feel too bent out of shape. I figured it'd come right about now. It's wild that we decided to stand around drinking knowing that we were on a time limit, but
Right.
okay. I guess, you do with your time what you'd like.
Hey, you're here.
Ugh.
What is it? You don't look too good. Did something happen on the way here?
Well, that damn curse showed up.
That time limit you were talking about that I just remembered. Mouse that only you can see appear, right? Sounds crazy to me, but spiritual phenomena that the only that only the affected person can perceive are quite common. Besides, Dunamy has his planimetry, remember? It's not unusual that he would see quite a few things, oh, excuse me, that others can't. Excuse me. It's supposed to be a death curse, but don't seem too phased. You don't seem too phased, Nanami.
I mean, I've only done it like, what, 3 times? 4 times? 5? Well, it's the third time it's happened. I think I'm kind of getting used to it.
Getting used to it. Seriously?
Yeah.
Ah! You really are. Sorry. You really are an interesting child.
She's a 10, but she laughs like that.
Uh, see, I just need to think about it, and then I can laugh like for real. But did I do that? Anyway. I've seen many cursed people, but I've never seen anyone so dauntless as you. I guess Rose is not the only one here who's fearless.
Yeah, you're just a coward.
I can't keep up with you two. Jeez.
In any case, I don't have much
Jeez.
time. This will be settled before the sun rises.
See, I see. Guess it's the third day after all. Another day rose again. Sorry. We're definitely getting closer to the truth. When it all comes down to it, our main issue
Rosé looks up at the window.
is the fact that we haven't gotten there.
We'll get there, no matter what. Come on, let's start. Okay. Who do we want as our partner? Okay.
Sorry.
Who do we choose as our partner? We know who we want as our partner.
Sorry. It's Bon.
Boo.
I'm just doing what the thing says.
I know.
All right. Rosé, you be on lookout. No problem. Leave it to me. Then I'll see you later. All right, let's go.
Okay. Let's head back in. And also a reminder, she is dressed fantastically.
Mm-hmm.
We come to the front entrance of the Miroku residence once again. 3 frames. That must mean we're supposed to hang the masks here.
Yeah, I'm sure of that. My question is, where do we put each one?
I mean, it's got a little thingy next to it. Can I? It's a decorative wooden frame. Let's examine the charm first.
It must represent the types of masks that need to be put here. Miroku is a fairy tale novelist, so I bet that is related to fairy tales. Well, when I think about fairy tales that deal with cherry blossoms, I think of Hanasaka Jisan. You know, the one about the old man and the neighbor that kills the treasure finding dog. Yeah. Is that actually a tale?
It is actually a tale, yes.
Okay, I was like, I've never. In the end, the old man's cherry blossoms get him blessed, but the neighbor ends up in jail. Good. Man, Japanese people in olden times really loved cherry blossoms.
Okay, well, what do I have? Okay, so I have an Okina. I mean, it's an old man's face. So
No.
Jisung. The pheasant mask. That's a bird. Oh, dog?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I took out the dog mask. I said the dog mask in the left frame. Okay, we've now used our dog one. All right. Let's look at this charm.
Where are you going? It's probably something to indicate the types fast, blah, 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 blah. Retribution, huh? Feels like a common theme of fairy tales. Kachi Kachi Mountain comes to mind, but there's no rabbit or raccoon mask, so that's not it.
We have a pheasant. We have an okina. Is that all we? Oh, we have a monkey too.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at the other one first. See if that one's an obvious. Yeah. Fairy tale novelist.
Blah, blah, blah. But the last is a really vague clue. Maybe if it went with the process of elimination, we could figure this out.
Okay. Let's figure out our middle one then. Okay, Kachi Mountain. It's been years since I heard that story. Is it the monkey?
Mm-hmm.
Was that a yes?
Mm-hmm.
Woo! All right, I sent the monkey mask in the frame. Okay, so does that mean the last one is the pheasant? Because
yes.
they're all animals?
Yes.
All right. And I guess the duck was the last one that was killed, so then
Whoa.
the entrance to the secret passageway opens up once again.
Nice. Great job.
I was just lucky. Come on, there's got to be something pretty important up ahead. Okay.
Head on in.
Something appears inside the secret passageway. Ooh, that's new. It's a ladder.
Man, it feels like we're finally going to put the finishing pieces on the story.
It certainly is giving off a dangerous vibe. We'd better be prepared for anything if we're going to climb it. All right, are we good to go up?
Mm-hmm.
All right. The door from the earlier at the end of the path. Okay, fine. I guess I'll look at the ladder. All right, let's go. I climb up the ladder. I hold my breath as I climb up the ladder, and
Me too.
it was exactly as we figured. The vast attic fills our vision.
Look behind that sliding door.
Yeah, let's be careful. All right, so we've got a lantern, old paper lantern. For some reason, it's not dirty or covered in dust. It even looks as if it's been used recently. Another lantern, probably nothing in that one either. For some reason, the center feels slightly warm, like there'd been a flame there recently. All right, let's look at the door. The sliding doors are lit up by the lights. The light coming through is gentle and soft. I quietly edge over the sliding door, and as I extend my hand to open it,
No. Don't look inside.
what the? An odd figure appears as we hear the voice.
There it is. That thing, the screaming author? Is that thing the screaming author?
Open the sliding door.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's do this. I know it's dangerous, but we have to do this. No matter what's lurking behind the door, we can't just turn our backs here. I forcefully open the sliding door in an attempt to rid myself of my fear and doubt. Oh. That's nice and gruesome. Huh?
There's nothing here.
That's
Say
what
nothing.
it looks like. All we see is a completely empty room. The tatami is steeped in blood. The blood stain is pretty big. Something terrible obviously happened here. All right, let's use some bloodometry. I should be able to see something. I kneel on the tatami and adjust my breathing. I quietly press my palm against the mat. But... Huh? A mass of jumbled images fills my mind, and I can't tie them into any single image. It seems like this blood doesn't just belong to one person. It's going to be really hard for me to get anything useful out of it. Well, that's not helpful. How about the stuff on the mirror? There's a dull antique mirror here. Nothing stands out about it other than the fact that it's so cloudy and doesn't reflect well. Oops. Not what I meant to do. Thought I turned off my flashlight somehow. Ooh, what's in the box? It's an antique-looking chest. There's a lock on the chest.
That lock is pretty old. I guess that woman's picking tools won't work on this relic.
I mean, we're not talking like locks have changed a ton in the last 600 years.
Yeah, wouldn't you think that it might be easier? We're probably better off just hunting for the key.
Doesn't look like Rose will be able to get this old lock open right now. We're about to leave when I notice a sheet of black paper that was under the chest. What's this? All right, we got some carbon paper.
I guess a kid like you wouldn't know it's carbon paper. They use it to make copies. He is just jealous of her.
Exactly.
Look in the top left corner of the window. You see that? Oh, it's a spider web.
That's
Okay.
just a spider web, yeah.
Or the door. It's not a window, but you know what I meant.
Yeah.
Uh,
Okay, well, that's all I can kind of see. Lantern.
oh, I'm looking. I'm looking too. I was about to tell you to do something, and it was about to make no sense because we're not there yet.
Okay. Well, what am I supposed to do here?
So we have the carbon paper. We need to
Mm-hmm.
go to the bedroom.
Okay. Let's go down the ladder then. All right, bedroom is that way. Oh, typewriter. Hello.
Hmm.
There's an old typewriter here. There are black stains all over the keys. The keys are completely rusted, and I'm not even sure if it'll work. There's already a sheet of paper set into it, and I see part of something typed on it. No ongaesi. Blank no ongaesi?
Well, we obviously got to fill in the blank. Seems like a reference to that crane story.
So, something fairy tale related that would complete Mare X no ongaesi. Do I use my carbon paper here?
Mhm.
Do, 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 do. I take out the carbon paper from my bag. Can we use this? Ba carefully examines the typewriter.
Well, I think it'll work. But you should be able to get some letters if you put it in between the hammers and then type in the paper.
I put the carbon paper into the typewriter to take the place of the ink ribbon. All right. All right. Well,
Examine it again.
what?
Examine it again.
Okay. There's already a sheet of paper. See something. No ongaesi. Yeah, we got to fill in the blank. Okay. That was all that happened when
No,
I examined
if
it.
you type.
No.
So it says so you examine the typewriter. Oh, examine typewriter. Wait, hold on. Examine
Okay.
typewriter. Perform bloodometry.
Okay, we didn't perform bloodometry because I didn't see any blood on it.
Interesting.
The rust on the keyboard actually seems like it could be dried blood. Why?
There we go.
How was I supposed to make that reference?
Christ.
I'll give it a shot. I feel around a section of the keys that looks particularly dirty. I mean, like, I feel like if I touched it, then my bloodometry would just work.
Ahem.
I hear coughing sounds. They sound like they're from a person that's in pain. I think I've heard this voice before. This voice. Eventually, the coughing stops, and then, in a firm voice, the voice says something.
Grave my fairy tale. What a wild thing to be that stern about.
Just now, that was him. It's the voice of the man on the tape.
Ugh. Did you hear something?
Engrave my fairy tale. That's what he said. As I speak the words, the typewriter begins to make sounds on its own.
Is he telling us to type it with this?
Okay, it's been so long. I don't know what his fairy tale is. Let's see. Screaming author. Let's see if it's in my notes. Let's see. Screaming author. Hakumo Miroku. Let's see. Last work was Old Bamboo Cutter's Dream about Princess Kaguya. Okay, I don't know what I'm supposed to be typing in, but I guess we'll look at it. Because we have a guide. Yeah. Already a sheet of paper. No, ongaesi. A, B, S, T, U are the only working keys. So the word must use only those letters. Type or examine?
Type
Okay. All right, what key?
T.
T?
T.
Okay.
T as in town. U as in
Umbrella.
Umbrella. B as in boy.
Okay.
A as in asshole.
Okay.
S as in snoot.
Okay.
And A as in apple.
Uh, that's why they spelled Tsubasa like that. Because they're having us type in Tubasa. I fill all of it
Mm-hmm.
out. Whoa. The keyboard starts clattering on its own again. Even the keys that were stuck fast earlier are now smoothly typing onto the paper.
That's not yours, buddy. Whoa, I think that's what they refer to as psychography.
I guess. We gawk at it as the paper fills with sentences and rolls out of the typewriter. We pick up the paper and look it over. This is what was written on it. I failed with many of them in the past. However, I managed to save the fourth birdie. Though it is their role, all the birdies have lost all four limbs. It's truly saddening. The fourth birdie wails that it does not want to be seen and it wants to die. Truly a pity. I shall at least give her wings and transform her from a little birdie into a beautiful crane. If she became a crane, I'm sure it would show me utmost gratitude even if it died. That's all that the typewriter writes. No, okay. What's in the bed?
Hey, Nanami.
Suddenly, Bon points at the bed.
Take a look at that.
What is that? Am I the only one that has the instinct though to just run and jump on it as
Yes.
owned by the number of years with a younger sibling?
Yeah, it's just you. No, I'm not going to speak for it. I don't think. No. No, thank you.
When did it get that way? There's now a bulge in the bed that looks like someone's sleeping in it.
See, if I knew it was my brother, I would do that, but it's a ghost, so.
Yeah, no, I just want to fucking pile drive this thing. The bed is bulging suspiciously. The bulge is about the size of a grown man lying down sideways.
Suspicious bulge. It's Ami. I hope so. It would be nice if it was.
I don't think Ami is quite the size of a man, but
It smells like it smells like rotten fruit.
That might be the banana. Yeah. A powerful stench violates our noses. We had been in this room several times before, but it never smelled like it did now.
Something has definitely gone bad here. I'm sure it's what's causing that bulge. Anami, try looking under the sheet.
You try looking under the sheet. Aren't you the adult here?
You're young and dumb.
Yeah. The smell gets more and more intense as I get closer to the bed. Trying to breathe as little as possible, I place my hand at the corner of the blanket and I pull it back in one motion. Fun! What the fuck is this? On the bed lies a lump of meat that is covered in rot. The skin of what looks like a head on the pillow seems to be infested with maggots. It looks like the corpse of a man. With far too many arms, probably more than he started with. Why are there so many arms? The most bizarre thing about the corpse is that there are many arms stapled together. They're all skinny and flexible looking. They must belong to little girls.
Looks like the kids' arms are embalmed. I'm guessing they belong to the girl from the tip.
Bond's words cut off. Why would anyone do this? Did the spirit do this?
I wouldn't be so sure about that. Take a look at the tool next to the corpse. It's a surgical stapler. It's used to staple open wounds shut.
It's for stapling together flesh, you mean?
Yeah, you got it. There's a chance that this man stapled those arms to his own body himself.
I can't bear to look at the freakish corpse any longer, so I cover it and leave the room.
Thank you. That corpse, it must be Okumumi. I don't know what he looked like, but judging by that white hair, I bet it was him. You saw white hair?
Hang
Couldn't
on.
see shit.
If Miroku's here, then who's the screaming author?
Someone who died in this place while leaving behind an intense grudge. If it isn't Miroku, you know who that leaves, right?
Hearing the word grudge, my mind immediately thinks of the tear-filled screams and pleas of the girls that were recorded on those tapes. That means... I recall the contents of the Tsubasa no Ongaeshi that came out of the typewriter earlier. I failed with many of them in the past, however I managed to not kill the fourth birdie. Because I'm sure that even if it were to die, it would be able to die in peace. We haven't found the fourth girl doll, and what the title Tsubasa no Ongaeshi indicates, the spirit must be T, the last girl killed by Miroku. Fuck. I feel my stomach turn once again, yet another time it's happened since I entered this place. I'm sure any sane person would feel the same. But I can't allow myself to look away from it. I have to face the tragic reality. If I can't, then I may as well just embrace my coming death.
Sit, Maverick. Oh, right. Maverick, sit. Let me give this to you. It was next to the pillow where the corpse was.
Bon tosses a small pouch to me. It contains an old key, a syringe with liquid, and an empty medicine bottle. Great! Exactly what I wanted. The label on the bottle reads Midazolam.
Midazolam is a benzodiazepine sedative. It's used in pre-anesthetic medication. Maverick, stop. He might have been using it when he was operating on the kids.
The key is probably... It probably goes to the chest in the attic. The size matches with the keyhole. The old chest sitting in the back of the attic that seemed like it was hidden away. Seems like it's finally time to open it. All right. This feeling. The mouths are hungry. They hunger for human flesh. The screams from the mouths pierce my brain.
The tale has reached happily ever after. Don't peek in, 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 don't peek in. Please don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look. Please don't, please don't, please don't look.
I don't have much time left. I gotta go to the attic. All right. Do I need to swap out my companion? All right. I'm in. If she doesn't come with us, she lives. So, oh crap, I didn't realize that I didn't have my PC plugged in. Give me just a second. Because it is screaming at me that it's about to die. Because unsurprisingly. Okay, there we go. All right, let's get going. Go. I climb up the ladder. We return to the attic. The paper lantern is emitting a white light. What the hell is going on? The sliding door is now completely open, and I hear what sounds like pained breathing. Oh.
Pleaded and pleaded still.
What do you mean you pleaded? After clicking my tongue, I walk towards the voice to see what's there. Huh? My whole body is wrapped up in something that comes from overhead. I'm quickly jerked up into the air, and the impact causes me to drop my flashlight. Oh crap, the flashlight! I feel like I'm a bug that's flailing around inside a spider web.
Whoa!
Fuck, what the hell's going on? Bon, you're in the way, move over.
How exactly do you want me to do that? I'm completely flipped upside down.
I squeeze my head against Bon's body so I can actually see. A dark silhouette falls from the ceiling, and its outline began to gradually form. Shit! So this is the screaming author. From the front, a scream pierces my mind, and I see stars for a minute. How should I deal with this? Once again, I take a deep breath and try to focus my concentration on one point. But... I think the fact that I'm all tied up like this is preventing me from fully concentrating. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, survival escape.
Alright, we need to examine the wires on her back.
Okay. Scene 1. I have to stop that voice. Damn it! I can't move!
Hey, I can move an arm. That's something, right?
Is it going to be helpful?
What do we do?
Aha, here we go. The wire is stretched very tightly. It feels like it'd cut me if I touched it. It's vibrating considerably. Maybe it's resonating with the scream. Alright, what do I do with it?
Use the clump of stiff hair.
Okay. That's right, back at the passage. Rosé mimicked a communicating cry and we managed to survive.
Hurry it up, I'm going to...
Hey, take the clump of stiff hair out of my backpack.
Clump of stiff hair? What in the hell are you doing or going to do with that?
Stop talking, just hurry up and get it.
Okay, got it. What do you want me to do with it?
Rub it against the wire as hard as you can.
You know what? Whatever. Here goes.
Bond straightens the bundle of hair and firmly rubs it on the wire. The hair is still being rubbed on the wire, and the scream gradually dies down. The screaming author moves a bit, which causes us to move around quite a bit too. In my new position, I can't see what's in front of me once again. On the bright side, the movement also frees up one of my arms. Hey, you alright?
Damn it, these wires have got me wrapped tight.
The voice is coming from above me. Looks like the weight I feel on my back is Bong. I did not want to spoon with you. Forcing my head into a position where I can see again, I see the screaming author's bird-like leg.
Not a crane. Please, not a crane.
Is it crying? I mean, I would too if I were her.
Just kill it. If it screams again, we're done for.
Not a crane. What the hell does it want me to do? Alright, survival escape stage 2.
Examine the bird legs.
Okay. Alright. This creepy looking leg looks like a bird's. Perhaps because it notices me looking at its legs, the screaming author gets noisy. Alright.
Use spray paint.
Okay. I was just gonna put cute socks on it. Then she'd forget that they were bird legs. I remember what's written on the ballet flyer that we found in the bedroom. It is a good thing you are remembering all this shit because I am not, dude. First act, collection of pieces, ballet, others. Second act, Lac du King. Please enjoy their energy and spirit as they perform adorned in adorable colors. If the screaming author is Child T, the girl who was killed last, she must regret how she wasn't able to perform at the recital. I take out the spray paint, reach toward the leg, and start spraying.
Hey, what are you doing?
This has to be the wildest shit he's ever seen. Yeah. I paint the bird-like leg yellow. The screaming author looks at its legs, and... it feels like it smiles a bit. The screaming author repositions itself once more. Whoa! I feel like I'm in a blender or clothes dryer as my world flips upside down. I'm all tangled up again. I can only move my leg. And this time I'm upside down.
It's a bit more slack now, but if it keeps doing this, it's going to kill me. For it. All it.
What's it saying?
Hey, what's wrong? If you don't pay attention, you're going to get us flipped over again.
I know. Let's do this. Alright, Survival Escape 3.
Inspect the lantern. Left lantern.
Okay. Well, I only have one lantern, I think, in this scene.
Yeah, I was just specifying just in case.
Okay. I see the fire from the paper lantern at the tatami mats above my head. I might be able to reach it. Alright?
Use incense.
Okay. Let's take the incense from my backpack and light it on fire with the paper lantern.
Paper lantern. That seems far. Can I reach it?
Bon tries to reach the lantern.
Damn it. Damn it.
The incense just can't quite reach the paper lantern. Well, in that case... Hey, this is gonna hurt a bit, but focus and power through, okay?
What? Wait, what are you planning?
My reply to Bon is a heavy kick to the back with my free leg. Oh man, that's satisfying. I know we're about to die, but...
Good God, that hurts.
The force of the kick is enough to get the incense to touch the lantern's flames. Smoke creeps out of the incense where it's touched the fire, and it quietly starts to burn.
Alright.
Alright, we got some lit incense. Alright, I have a fire source now. Just gotta find a spot that'll burn easily. The screaming author flaps again and my world spins around once more. I'm now basically face to face with it, which makes it seem intentional.
Whoa.
Bon is rendered speechless.
Hurry, hurry.
The screaming author sounds like it's trying to tell us something.
Damn it, I'm all wrapped up again.
Hold on, I'll end this. Alright, final, I assume final one.
Yes. Examine her torso.
Okay. I can see the torso of the screaming author. It hurts to see its tattered clothes. Where should I strike to finish it off? Alright.
Use lit incense.
Bong, pass me that incense.
Like it's that simple.
Shut the fuck up and just hand it to me. Bong moves around, though bound, and tries to hand me the lit incense, but we try a bunch of times, but I still can't get it.
It's no use, I can't reach you.
Guess we have no choice. Throw it to me.
Guess we're all in on this. Alright, here's hoping we don't crap out.
With a flick of the wrist, the lit incense gets tossed towards me in an odd arc. If I just sit like this, I won't catch it. Come on, reach! The wire digs deep into my flesh, but I fight through the pain and reach out for it. What? The incense scorches my fingertips, but I manage to grab hold of it.
Nice catch, now finish it.
This'll do it! I stretch my arm out as far as I can and press the lit incense onto the screaming author.
Hey, what's happening?
Just hold on! The screaming author stares at us quietly, but then it shakes its head slightly and takes a deep breath to scream once again. But just at that moment, its clothes catch fire and the flames engulf them. I almost feel bad for her. I know this is what she wanted, but... All right. Inside the flames, the screaming author kicks its legs almost joyfully and then falls to ashes on top of the tatami mat. We survived! Yay!
Woo. Ow.
The wires that had held us tight are cut, and we dropped pretty roughly.
Wait, well, it looks like we lived through this.
Yeah. Somehow. Yay! Back down to one mouth. Like usual, the curse disappears. But wondering how much longer this is going to keep happening makes me depressed. I look at the floor where the screaming author fell to the ground, but it had disappeared. Now there was just a pool of blood in its place.
If you use your powers, you should be able to get some information about your sister, right? Come on, hurry up and try it.
Yeah. Getting closer to the pool of blood, I slowly press my fingertip against it. I see Ami trapped in a place that seems to be the bathroom. It's the same scene as before. It is now 2 weeks since Ami disappeared, so I'd been worried about her health, but inside the vision, it doesn't look like Ami's any different than when she was taken.
I want to get out. How long do I have to stay in here? Mom, big brother.
Ami groans in a tearful voice with her head drooped down. I hear a high-pitched sound like two hard objects rubbing against each other next to Ami. Ami's entire body lurches up as if she was just hit with an electric shock.
Ami, I came to play with you.
Okay, please leave her alone. Kakuya appears and gently pets Ami's head. At the same time, a doll's arm under her sleeve tightly grips Ami's body, almost as if it was intended to be seen by anyone watching this vision.
Ami, have you gotten used to Kakuya?
Kakuryo.
Kakuryo?
Ami seems to be refusing to raise her head to answer Kakuya's question.
Kakuryo is a different world. You used to live in
Utsushio.
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 Utsushio. Utsushio. Utsushio. Here you won't get hungry or get old. You'll just keep on playing with Kakuya right here. Until Kakuya gets bored.
If you get bored, will you take me back?
No, I won't. I'll break you. Kakuya doesn't like chatting because you reveal secrets.
Huh? What did I tell? Who did I tell?
Kakuya must be upset about me saying something about NG, but Ami wouldn't know that I know, because she doesn't know that I'm watching her like this.
But you can relax. I won't break you until I get bored. Ami, what do you want to play today? Tag, hide and seek, word games, house, or
Ami.
seems like you saw her. Hi, Maverick. Leave it alone. Maverick, no. So how did it go?
From what Kakuya said, it sounds like Ami is trapped in a place called Kakuryo.
Kakuryo? like the Kakurio mentioned in Shinto?
What, you know something about it?
Sit down. Hey, Maverick, sit. Just the basics of the religion. Sit down. Yes, thank you. We're in Yutsu. Oh, gosh, okay.
Utsushio.
Utsushio, the realm of the living, and Kakurio refers to the realm of the dead. I'm not entirely sure the Kakurio that Kakuya is talking about is the same thing.
That's not what I'm interested in. How do I get to Kakurio?
Why the hell do you think I would know? I bet wouldn't know. Even Rose wouldn't know. We didn't know. We don't even know what Kakuya means by Kakurio. So how would I know how to get there?
I now know that Ami is in Kakurio. Unfortunately, I don't know what or where that is. Am I really powerless to help her?
Don't get down on me. Focus on what you can do for now. Let's open up that chest. That's what we came here for.
I put the key in the lock and lift the lid of the chest. I saw a small, oddly shaped doll in a thick envelope. What? I feel compelled to scoop up the doll. Oh, that's Kakuya.
Mm-hmm.
It's an odd design with a girl's head on top of a stringy body. The face has a familiar hairstyle and hair color. It does a very good job of looking like Kakuya. Why is a doll with Kakuya's face here?
Kakuya, seriously? Why wouldn't this be in the Muroku? Why would this be in the Muroku residence?
Don't ask me. How the hell should I know? The talk of dolls reminds me of the dolls with the girl's spirits in them that we found. I wonder if there's some sort of bloody source related to this doll, too. I couldn't help but think that this doll is important, so I shove it into my pocket.
And what about that envelope?
I open the envelope at Bond's request. It contains scratch paper with detailed descriptions of things and some photos of girls. It's a memo left behind by Yakumo Miroku. It looks like he wrote about the girls he killed. But even with this, we still can't figure out why Miroku did such a horrible thing. And these photos are... In the photos, I see a girl dancing on the stage wearing a white ballet outfit.
This is from a ballet recital. That's right, the victim went missing when she...
When she was coming home from ballet practice.
No, Maverick.
She was...
Back
I recall
up.
the appearance of the screaming author.
Maverick, back up.
Turned into... that? What the screaming author actually didn't want us to see. It was probably...
Maybe that's why she attacked us here. She was probably afraid that we'd compare her to the photos of her old self that were in here.
Poor girl deserved better.
Yeah.
We leave the burnt-smelling attic, all of us full of dreary feelings.
All two of us.
Yeah.
Well, you two certainly took quite a long time. I'd like to be filled in immediately, but the patrols are just about to start. We should leave here immediately.
Let's meet at the Black Rabbit. I'll tell you what happened at the bar.
Good boy. Yeah, all right. I could use a bit of a memory eraser. After all the crap we just went through.
Yeah, that's fair. I part with the other two and head back to the station. Because I run to the train, I manage to reach Kisoji Station earlier than they do. Oh, hey, Aunt, not to me. I find Aunt Natsume in the Black Rabbit. She turns to me looking unhappy. Something's off. She's not her usual friendly self.
Perfect timing. I was about to call you.
What's up?
A detective was just here. Oh, shit.
Oh no.
Oh boy. Oe?
Yep, oi.
A lady named Oe. You know her, right?
Oi. Yeah, I remember her. That tall lady, right?
Miss Oe is helping me with Ami's case. She told me a lot. Like that you've been out late at night recently.
I guess that lady detective went and ran her mouth to Aunt Natsume. Is this her way of trying to pressure me because I was being uncooperative with her?
She's gonna rat on me to my aunt.
I
Fuck
know.
you, dude. You're doing something dangerous, aren't you? I can tell from those scratches on your arms.
Well, of course you had to come by today. I looked down at my arms and realized that I've got a number of scratches on them. I must have gotten them when I was being swung around by the screaming author. Hey, Aunt Natsume, I met your favorite author.
Don't meet your heroes.
Yeah.
You're doing this for Ami, aren't you? You're looking for some girl in a kimono, right?
Uh-huh.
Miss Oe told me what you said when you talked to the police. After Ami suddenly vanished from the bathroom, you met a girl in a kimono.
My maverick.
And that girl said she kidnapped Ami, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So, just like Miss Oe said. The other... Hold on. The other police I talked to didn't tell me anything about that. Probably because it sounds so absurd. Or why didn't you tell me yourself?
Isn't it obvious? I didn't think you'd believe me either.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have taken you seriously. But I haven't learned anything these past 2 weeks. At this point, your story about her being spirited away is my best lead. Hajime, you'll tell me, right?
She looks at me with a burning determination. The desperation of a mother who's lost her child. The persistence to find that child. I can't keep hiding it from her. Okay, I'll tell you everything. Give me a few minutes. I've got some people who are helping me. If they help me explain it, it'll make everything a bit easier to believe. Also, you can charge them for the drink except for the pretty lady I'm trying to smash her. Eventually, Bon and Rose arrive at the bar. Be cool, Aunt Natsume. After formally introducing Aunt
Your
Natsume
aunt's
to them...
your wingman.
Exactly. Look, my normal wingman is my boyfriend, so, doesn't feel like an appropriate group.
Mm-hmm.
After formally introducing Aunt Natsume to them, we start to talk about everything that's happened. We tell her about Kakuya, our investigations, spirits, Kakuya's game. When I'm unsure how I should explain something, Bon and Rose help me out. Aunt Natsume listens quietly until the very end, never interrupting.
So that's what happened.
She seems shocked. That's not unexpected. I've actually faced a number of spirits now, and I still wonder if it's all just some nightmare.
I understand if you don't believe our story, but every bit of it is true. Your daughter was kidnapped by this Kakuya doll. We and Nanami are pursuing it. I don't want you to get your hopes up for no reason, but at least your daughter's still alive. According to Nanami, people don't get hungry in the realm of the dead. Realm of the dead? Kakuryo?
She repeats those words to herself quietly. Natsumi, if there's anything at all that makes a connection for you, let us know. We need all the information we can get.
Right. I don't remember it very well, but I think Miroku once wrote a story about the realm of the dead. Oh, Yakumo Miroku again, huh? No. No, Maverick, sit down. You are being so patient, and I appreciate that. That's a lot of patience, but you're 3 now, and I really need you to get your shit together. Okay. Um, this guy seems to have quite a few connections to Kakuya. He's been 3 since January, but we give him extra time. Um, could it all be more coincidence? How fascinating.
When I hear Miroku's name, all I remember is the disgusting and grotesque things I saw tonight.
Ugh.
The corpse with the girl's arms sewed onto it. That was what became of Yakumo Miroku, the children's author who murdered little girls. His acts of insanity and the girl's screams are all recorded on those tapes. Wait. Hey, Aunt Natsumi, I want to ask you something. Was Miroku a pedophile?
What?
Her eyes go wide at the unexpected question, but I press her again. Was Miroku a piece of crap who got off on tormenting kids?
From what I know of him, he didn't have any hobbies like that. Yeah, no, of course not. Like, that's kind of the whole thing, is that they usually don't advertise it. It would be weirder if you knew.
Yeah.
I never heard Satomi mention it either. She was obsessed with him.
Huh. I'm sure he hid his guilty pleasures so that nobody else would find out. But the way Miroku sounded on that tape still bothers me. I can't believe someone who spoke so calmly could be doing something so depraved. I can.
Hey, Nanami, what's bothering you? You can't explain what we saw without concluding that this guy was insane.
Yeah, I know, but something's bugging me. It's on the tip of my tongue, but I just can't figure out how to put it into words.
Anyway, I've got a request for you, Miss Manager. Could you look into that book of Miroku's that references the realm of the dead? Just in case, Yes, I'll do my best. Bon, Rose, I'm putting Ami's fate in your hands.
Why their hands? Aunt
They're
Natsumi
adults.
shudders and breaks down into tears.
We won't let you down, miss. We'll find your daughter. As a reward, I'd like a bottle of red Grand Cru. Jime, I'm so sorry I'm putting you in danger. But there's nobody else I can turn to now. She's just like, I'm ignoring that request. Please save Ami.
1 to 5, how do we feel about that? I mean, I'm glad she's not just ignoring us and going, well, the adults can handle it.
5.
We got it.
Thanks.
The next thing I know, it's already past midnight. We say goodbye to Aunt Natsumi and leave the bar. Do you want to save? Yes, I would like to save. I think that's a good idea.
Mm-hmm. Always save when asked.
Exactly. Once, do you have an estimate on how far the next save point is?
Pretty close.
Okay, let's keep going then.
Literally this entire time, since we got the trophy, my next instruction has been go to bed.
Okay, great. Guess we're not doing much.
No, and then we also, it looks like we've got 2 filler days ahead of us.
Okay.
So we can either finish off this day, go to bed, and end it, or we do have it looks like, so this is Saturday, so Sunday we have a conversation with one selection, then go to bed. Monday is just go to bed, and then we start chapter 5.
Okay.
So we can go all the way to Monday, so that way we start next time fresh with a new case.
Sounds good.
Well then, I'll be taking my leave. I'm a denizen of the night. I'm assuming citizen, denizen.
Yeah.
After all, there is much to do before the sun rises. Stop trying to sound cool. We all know you're probably just going to wander around drinking until the break of dawn. Bitch. It's our wife.
Exactly.
Nanami, let me know if Kakuya contacts you again. I'll be there in a flash if you need me. Or, you can just call me if you want.
Exactly. Rosé disappears in the direction of the taxi stand.
Oh, finally freed of that woman.
Quite honestly, I'd rather hang out with her than you.
I can handle selfish, inconsiderate women like her. I can't handle.
Well, I
selfish
can't
and
handle
considerate.
selfish and considerate men like you. You two actually seem pretty similar in that category to me, old man.
Same to you, twerp. Anyway. Come with me.
Haven't I spent enough time with you tonight? I'd rather just get some sleep.
Now I have a confession to tell you. Quit griping. I'm pulling rank and telling you to come out, so shut up and follow me.
What rank? What are you, a drill sergeant? Where are you dragging me? If it's Patinko or Mahjong, I'm going home.
Where? Well, to the Miroku residence.
I go back to the Miroku residence with Bong. On the way, I ask Bong repeatedly why we're going there. But all I get is some lame reply like, just to take care of some business. Guess I'll see when we get there for myself. Why do we gotta do this now?
Unlike kids, adults don't get anything like a summer break. I'm busy during the day, so I gotta fit this stuff in wherever I can.
But you get national holidays and stuff, right?
Yeah, but that's horse racing season. It's not a vacation for me.
I really shouldn't have asked. I just wasted my time.
That's what you get for playing detective. Come on, let's get a move out on.
So, where are we going in here? We're not messing with that corpse, are we?
Shut it. I don't want to remember that. What are we doing? We're going up to the attic.
Great, I don't really want to go up there either, but we pass through the hidden hallway and climb up the old rickety wooden ladder. We're back in the attic again. I can still faintly detect a burnt stench.
All right, let's get down to business.
Bomb puts his hand in his pocket. He takes out a small, thin box. What's in that?
Incense, obviously. Listen, don't be a dick. We're holding a memorial, though, just a quick one. I'll fake a dick. Come on, you say a quick prayer too. You don't want to get on her bad side.
Bond takes a small incense burner out of his pocket and places it in a corner of the room. He sets up the incense and lights it. The unique fragrance of incense fills the room.
That should do it. Honestly, it would have been better to do this right after we took care of her. But the patrolman was about to come around.
You take this stuff pretty seriously, huh? You always do stuff like this?
Nah, I'm not that virtuous. I only offer up incense when kids have gotten wrapped up in a case. I lost my son to a spirit.
Still doesn't justify you being a dick, but... What? Did you just say you had a son?
What's that look for? Is it honestly so strange that I'd have a wife and kid?
Yeah.
Well, they're both ancient history to me now anyway.
It wasn't Kakuya that did it, was it?
No, it wasn't. The spirit's already been dealt with. To head off the head of that one family, and a crappy detective got it.
Is that the guy who's your sponsor?
Yeah, that's right. Guess Rosé told you.
Then there's nothing to take revenge on. There's no reason for you to risk your life hunting spirits.
It's part of my journalistic nature. While I was pursuing my son's killer, I was introduced to the world of spirits. Each and every spirit is hiding some dark truth underneath all of its artifices. I guess I'm just helplessly drawn to uncovering those truths. I want to expose all their secrets.
Bond's eyes light up in the darkness like he's stalking some kind of majestic beast. But I feel like I also catch a hint of sadness in that sparkle too. Maybe it's just my imagination.
This is a Danny Phantom cartoon show reference.
Ah.
Bond, he was just 14 who's built a strange machine designed to view a world unseen. When it didn't quite work, well, we just quit. Then we took a look inside of it. It's the song to the beginning of the show. Hell yeah. And to do that, I'll risk putting myself in danger and occasionally help to put a kid to rest. You better make yourself useful, Nanami.
All right, 1 to 5. How do we feel about that?
4.
This is possibly the most positive we've been to this man so far.
Yes.
But I will say this is the best we've ever seen him, so...
Yes. You're such a nice guy. Enough rambling. We're done here, so let's head back.
I shine the flashlight down at our feet as we make our way to the ladder. The bloodstain on the floor emerges from the darkness as the light catches it.
Rest in peace, young lady.
By the time we reach the station, the last train has already left. I've got no other choice, so I get a taxi to take me back home. Of course, I have Bond cover the fare. When I close the front door, I feel all the energy drain out of me, and I let out a big sigh. This long day is finally over. All right, we got an updated file. 814, Screaming Author, Rumor Note 6. Screaming author is gone. How much longer must I fight spirits? Miroku was dead, found corpse. Who was Yakumo Miroku? Just some lunatic? Why'd he do all that? Roll? It makes no sense. Realm of the dead, that's where Ami is. All right. The summary of the Screaming Author, Miroku's notes included. Miroku kidnapped and killed many girls. It was their role. He disfigured them, then killed them. The 4 girls' names were Ai, Hana, Setsu, and Tsubasa. Particularly beautiful, young Tsubasa aspired to be a ballerina. Only she got wings and legs from Miroku to become a crane. The crane cried because she didn't want anyone to see her. All right, time to go to bed. Rip to our phone that we beat the shit out of. Collapsing on the bed, I shut my eyes. Those tortures that took place at the Miroku residence, the 4 murdered girls plus the killer himself, Yakumo Miroku, turned up dead too. What the hell was going on in that mansion? I don't know the answer to that yet. Will we find out soon? My thoughts run away from me, and before I know it, the sky's bright out. I really should get some sleep. Every time we get the little dots, I just imagine like Z, like the Z, 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 Z. You get in cartoons. Honk shoe, honk shoe, honk shoe. Okay. Take 3.5 days to save. All right, 8:15 Sunday. A day passes since the events at the Miroku residence. I waste the day doing nothing until night arrives. Yesterday's events have completely drained me. Oh, who's calling? It's Amanome. Finally! Bitch.
Hey, it's been a while. It's been a while. Sorry. Sorry. I crack myself up sometimes. I've been keeping a strict eye on me, so I didn't have a chance to call. You know, if I can't make myself laugh, then what's the point?
Exactly.
If I'm the only one that thinks it's funny. Yeah, you're alive. I've moved on to a better woman.
Again, why not both?
Pokémon, what's those? How are things going? Have you learned anything about Ami?
Yeah, I know where she is, but I've got no clue how to get there.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Give me the details, buddy.
I tell
Pal.
Amanome that Ami's been trapped in the realm of the dead. I include the events at the Miroku residence, too, and make it very clear that a very hot woman came with me.
The realm of the dead, huh? Well, if it isn't the name of a club or a bar, then I don't think I can help you. Supernatural stuff is out of my jurisdiction. Leave that to a specialist.
I've got no idea either. I just gotta trust in Bon and Rosé. Waiting around is frustrating, though.
Yeah, same here. I'm still under house arrest, surrounded by all these filthy gangsters.
That's still going on, huh?
Because of what happened to Maruhashi, you know, Pop's really on guard now. Yeah, I was trying to forget about that. Thanks for the reminder.
Maruhashi deserves better than being forgotten.
It makes me sad. I'll sneak out if I get the chance, though.
Don't be reckless. Looking forward to it, or do whatever you want.
Looking forward to it. Leave it to me. I'm sure you're lonely without your genius partner by your side.
Yeah, say whatever you want.
By the way, Azuki's condition. She's still sleeping. There aren't any irregularities in her brain or body functions, but she just won't wake up. It's because it's Kakuya.
If the coma is Kakuya's doing, then the doctors won't be able to do anything about it. Will Hazuki wake up if I keep going after Kakuya? I just gotta trust that will happen. That's all I can do to help.
Well, I gotta get going. Pops is calling. Talk to you later, Hajime.
Love you. Amanome sounds the same as ever. Feels like forever ago that he and I would hang out and do stupid stuff together. I wonder if I'll ever live a normal life again. I guess hearing Amanome's voice has relaxed me. I'm suddenly sleepy. There is no heterosexual explanation for that. I might actually be able to sleep now. Might as well just lie down. Just go to bed?
Yeah.
Okay. Time to
very
turn in
gay.
for the night. Oh. A knock comes from over by my door. Just gonna decide to go back to bed. It's fine.
Go to bed. Oh no.
Check the peephole. We're checking the peephole.
I don't have the option for this. This is off script.
Okay. Looks like no one's there.
I believe you.
Hello.
Oh, ew, nope.
What was that? Don't
No.
open the door or
Don't
open the door.
Do not open the door.
I want to open the door.
No.
I want to open the door.
Fine, kill us.
We're going to open the door.
Don't open the door. Who's the white person now? God. That was some white people bullshit. Don't open the door.
I don't feel anyone nearby.
Mm.
Was I imagining things? Maybe I'm tired. All right. Well, I guess we're going back to bed. I don't have anything else to do.
Go to bed. Oh my god.
Collapsed down on the bed, I shut my eyes. I bet it's because I didn't get much sleep yesterday, but I find myself dozing off. Well, what was the point of that? You just gave me an eye and then showed me no one was at the door.
Maverick Sith.
Bullshit.
We're obviously being watched. I wonder if I know I should have just told you to open the door, but
that was a no-win situation. Let's be honest.
Truly, it was like a
that's like the giant big red button.
Yeah. If I would have said don't open it like I did, she would have opened it. If I would have said opened it, she would have been like, hell yeah, let's open it. Like.
Let's be clear. I do what the fuck I want.
I wonder if we would have still gotten a scare. It just would have been different. I wonder.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maverick, get out from under the table. Maverick.
At night, on my way home from the station, I hear the familiar sound of a flute.
Sit down.
When I reach the underpass, the sound stops. A chilly breeze is blowing. Hey, Kakuya.
Good evening, mister. I hated how I said that. So we meet again. Kakuya is so happy. So happy.
That's what she says, but her voice carries no emotion at all.
You know, mister, I've gotten bored of Ami.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
What's that supposed to mean?
All she ever says is that she wants to go home. And she's no good at word games, or Cat's Cradle, or playing jacks.
Who the fuck knows how to play jacks?
She's no fun to play with. Even though her brother is super fun to play with.
You little... How dare you?
Keep playing with Kakuya. Forever and ever and ever.
Damn it. I clench my fists in rage at how nonsensical and hopeless the situation is. But my arms won't move an inch, almost like they've been paralyzed.
I thought of the next game already. It's the Killer Peach game. If you don't play, you'll disappear too, mister. And Ami will never come back.
Kakuya melts into the darkness. Damn it. I've got no time to waste. I need to figure out what the realm of the dead is and get Ami out of there. On my way home, I contact Bon and Rosé. I tell them about Killer Peach and ask them to look into it. We agree to meet at the Black Rabbit tomorrow night. Starting tomorrow, I'll be investigating another spirit. I better get some rest. Fine, I'll go to bed. Wonder if anything's gonna knock on my door again tonight. Nah. Boring. Collapsing on the bed, I shut my eyes.
Thank God.
Kakuya's new game has begun. Killer Peach. That's the next spirit I'm after. But I'm not just up against that spirit. In order to save Ami, I've got to do something about Kakuya, too. All right. And we will end here for tonight. Now that I have stressed Lemur out so badly. By opening a door. And there was nothing there. Like, I'm still disappointed. Next stream, Thursday?
Did you want us to get got? Yes, Thursday.
I mean, I at least wanted us to see something else. Maybe get got. I don't know. It makes things interesting. Look, if your night doesn't involve a little murder, then, like, did you even have a good night? So, next stream is Thursday, 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 o'clock Pacific. You got any announcements you'd like to share?
No. If you think there's a spooky thing on the other side of your door, don't open the door.
Open the door. Open the door.
One of us is going to get you haunted, and the other one is going to keep you safe. So choose at your own discretion. If you get haunted, you can call Ghostbusters, not me.
Yeah, but if you don't open the door, then you'll never know what could have been.
I'm fine with that.
Well, you're no fun. Life needs some adventure. A little bit of thrill.
A little bit of possession.
Not too.
Could be fun. Your intestines on the opposite outside of your body.
Look, sometimes they just need some air. It's fine. Uh, so yeah. Um yeah.
Anyway, that's it. That's all I have to say.
Yeah.
Be careful with your spooky shit, my
Lemur's
guys.
not gonna forgive me for a little bit. It's fine. But we lived. We just would have had more fun if we died, but that's okay.
I'm
Um,
mad that the walkthrough didn't give me any spoilers on that, honestly. Um, granted, I wonder if that happened because we have it on spooky mode, because I don't have anything about any of the spooky shit.
I don't know, maybe.
So that could have been my fault. It could have been because I picked spooky.
And it's not like it did anything, so
Yeah.
we just got an eye and found out there was no one there.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of those like ghost stories you tell in front of the campfire with the flashlight under your face.
You're being watched.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And then you open the door and there's no one there. Anyways, so we should
I
have died.
cried.
That would have been more fun. But we didn't. We killed the ghost. She was happy about it, I think. So, all in all, a good day's work for our ghost busting crew. And we got to be gay. We heard his voice and just relaxed. It's fine. So, see you guys Thursday. Have a good night. And yeah, I think that's all I got. Good night. Bye,
Make good choices.
y'all.
Goodbye.
Bye.